Open up Photoshop. Okay, let me do a new file. Tabloid. Okay. Rotate my canvas. Grab a brush. All right, that's good. I need a key capture software. All right, I'm going to add a layer. Let's start sketching. All right, so what I'm looking for is a light mech design. So maybe start with the ground and the feet here. So it's something like this, a claw, maybe another claw. Be a joint there. Another claw. Give these claws some character. Then it's going to have a leg here. Okay. And it's going to go here to a joint, here to a joint. I do a quick Google search. Look up some bird legs. There's some good resources. All right, so it looks like it would go from about here to here, then up. Take a look at some reference again. I see a foot joint, so maybe I can go with a foot joint here, something like this. And then there's a forward joint. Come on, Eraser, you're going to have to do better than that. All right. So it looks like I can add a joint here. These pretty much come straight down. Basically this way. The joint there. And then this way. And here's the hips. So it'll be hip joints. Those can even go up. It'll be like a ball and socket here. Like a transmission back there. All right, I'm digging this design. So then the legs will actually look something more like this. We can put joints here. The problem is I want it to be fast, so I want as little actual, I guess, armor as possible. Let's put a joint there. Then we're going to use maybe some metal like this. Let's bring this brush down a little. Something like this. All right, I like that. So let's see, let me grab everything here, scale it down a little, deselect that, make it thinner. Let's see, can zoom in some. Okay, switch back to my brush here, keep sketching. I like this. This leg looks good. So let's grab it. And duplicate it. 2 legs now. Not a fan of the toes. Only by the size. I don't like the size of them. I think they should be bigger. So let's grab those and kind of work with that. All right. Still, they could be a little bigger, but that's all right. So now we need a good design for the torso. I'm thinking a canopy here, or at least like a cockpit. In here, right? Maybe put a bubble on top of that. Or no, let's just put some glass. Here we go. This would be like the top of it. So I'm thinking a person in here. Shoulders, body. Let's see, legs. So maybe have to extend this a little. Arms, control sticks, pilot's helmet. So this will probably need to come down a little more. Or this guy I need to go up a little more. But scale-wise, I think I need more room here. Just for controls and accessories and stuff. So let's give them some room back here. We can put a hatch here, right? All right, I like that. Then give it, let's see, the rest of the body on this side. Basically where the engine and stuff goes. Ooh, no, this needs to be a little bit wider because this is where the gun's going to go. So we'll have a torso here. Something like this. Okay. And then we can have, let's say we put a cannon here. So from here to here, let's go work our way around here. Come back. It's a little too big. See, something more like this. And compared to the size of that pilot, you know, this is supposed to be a light mech. So it's going to have like just one main gun, and we'll throw in a couple machine guns. So really this should come about here. And should have an opening here. Something like this. Something like that. We can put, let's see, it's gonna need, this is gonna be the engine basically back here. It's gonna need some kind of loader for the shells. So let's also put that back here. So this is like the shells here. There'll be shells in here. It'll be like an ammo box, right? Okay, I like it. Kind of facing the wrong way because the shells need to load from the side, basically. Well, typically they'd load from behind because it's like a tank, right? So somebody would be sitting inside of here loading shells, which I guess I can do. Let's see. Maybe I can add add another compartment here. Somebody would be sitting in here loading shells, right? Be a tight fit, but whatever. It's a military vehicle. So I don't need this anymore. But I am going to use this. So that's back there. That's where the guy's loading the shells, and let's give him a little viewport. It's important so you can see what's going on, you know. All right, so let's lower this brush size and put him a little viewport in here. Right? And we'll give him a little viewport here. Right? Just conceptualizing, so you know, staying free with the ideas here. Looks like this would actually need to be a little bit wider. Whoa. Get rid of this line. It's distracting me. In fact, I'll get rid of this line. Bring this out a little bit more. At least in the perspective of the whole thing. There. This looks like it's sitting on top of it. All right. So, I'm thinking maybe I should add a gun to this side. This is a box here, basically. This is a box here. And this is reinforced here. All right. So, I mean, I can put all the controls on this side and put all the armaments over here. I don't know if there'd be a balance issue. I guess if I add an arm over here, it probably won't be a balance issue. So I can add here, maybe a machine gun array. Something like this. Maybe even bring it out a little. And let's grab the eraser. Get rid of some of this. Add this back in. These a little bit of design to them. Add that back in. It's kind of snubby. Let's grab this guy. Duplicate him here. Can we duplicate him again? No, it's too much. Too much. Gotta take it easy. Alright, let's add that there. Let's give it a little bit of structure here. A little bit of structure there. See how that looks. I like it. You can always add another hand on the other side or another arm on the other side. Alright, looks like this thing is actually playing. Must be. It's a little preview over there anyway. Alright, keep going then. Well, that's one idea. Let me add another layer. The legs look a little skinny. I mean, it's meant to be fast, but maybe if I get rid of the cannon. Let's see. Take this, duplicate it. Let me get rid of this cannon and see what it looks like. Keep the hatch. And brush this back in. That's all right. But I really don't need this guy here. Get rid of him too. Bring that back in. Shade that again. Let me get rid of this line here. I think that was his leg or something. All right. So maybe we could put another socket here for another arm. That works. All right. So that'll be another machine gun array on this side. So let me take this. Let's see. Get rid of this. So then there'll be another one over here, basically. I mean, that's basically this on the other side. And this thing is meant to be a little bit smaller, so let's say about this size. Help me with my scale. All right, it's human size. So if he's going to have a control panel or a cockpit, it would have to be something like this. So that he could actually fit inside of there with some mechanisms, controls and such things. And then, just realistically, this part back here would be the engine. All of this. Shade that in. Shade that in. I like it. Feel like it's missing something. Maybe it needs claws. Or maybe it needs rockets. Still, I want it to be light. It's got machine guns. Maybe mortar. Well, definitely needs antennas. Because it's meant to be like a scout. So it's going to need some comm centers or something. So let's put a pack back here. Be like a comm array. Some kind of fancy technology that we don't know about. All right, I like that. Maybe the legs could be a little bit bigger, at least in proportion. So let me see. Let me take these from about here. Grab this guy. Adjust these. Yeah, that's better. Yes, I like that better. All right, let me grab him again. Just kind of reposition him. Okay, I like that. I like the little machine guns. I like the build of it. Let's see, maybe I can put some, well, let me make a new layer. No, I really don't need to. This is a good enough sketch. This is a good enough sketch to get started. Just reinforce some lines here. Do some refining. So this is going to be my torso, basically. And then this kind of box comes out here. It's kind of built out. I like that. And this is kind of built out. This is actually more like this. This isn't looking too hot in here. All right. It's much better. These are metal parts that are all built out, kind of like a frame. And then this comes up here. Let me start to color some of this in. Define my shapes here. All right, this comes out and across and down. This can have some gap in here. This actually comes this way, and this goes this way. Then there's a box in front, like this. So I don't need any of this, really. This is a very round piece here. So let's imply that it's very round. Then this is behind it, like a differential looking piece. This is one armor plate. So I think this is going to end up being armored as well. Something like this. And then up the leg. So this will all be underneath. This will all be underneath. There'll be something showing here. Kind of like a tank tread, but not really. I mean, you'll be able to see the joint like you can see a tread on a tank, but all right. So all of this needs to go. All of this really needs to go. Let's see. You can put some lines here to kind of define this. Let's shade this a little. That's good. This is going to need shading. but this doesn't. This is actually a hole. And this is actually a hole. So let's put in some shadow there, some structure. All right. This can be a little bit lighter. This is actually the frame. Let's pull this out. And that's the frame. And then let's go with this joint here and then here. And let's pull that forward a little. That's better. And then let's pull this back a little. Now this box is actually the foot. So it would look something like this. Let me get rid of some of this sketch in here. Figure out how it all joins together later. Just getting the concept down for now. Okay. All right, I like that leg. Then this is going to come up here and around. And this we don't need to see anymore. None of this. Get rid of that sketchiness in there. This can actually kind of define this part here. And we can shade that in. This could use some shading. All right, let me not work on this yet because I have to finish up the legs. All right, so let's see. These feet could use some improving, but it's basically going to be a joint here, like this. Same thing over here. Something like that. And then it should have a, I guess it should have a foot, at least a box here, so that the toes can come out from there. Something like that. And we'll just come straight out from here with the back toe. These will have joints. These probably won't. All right. And now I can actually take, let's see, grab my eraser. Get rid of this leg again. Careful. Careful. There we go. Watch out, little guy. You want to get erased. Grab this leg. And let me duplicate it over here. No. My layers are separated. All right. Do that again. Grab, whoa. Grab this leg. All of this. All of this. Now let's try and duplicate that over here. About here. Then we can get rid of all of this. with the correct brush. Yeah, okay. Let's finish up this shape here. Yes, I know. Photoshop doesn't like when I do my own thing without considering Photoshop. It's like you're so inconsiderate. So it blings at me. Bling, bling. Alright, this is going to be like a kind of reinforced structure. Maybe even have that rounded. Yeah, why not? And then this in here is actually just needs to be shaded correctly. Just so I know where it is. It's kind of going back. Give this a little shading. Alright. I'm going to leave this alone because it's my socket. So it tells me that there's another arm like this one over here. This arm over here goes over there. Okay. I think that's pretty much it. I don't have to define much more. Let's put a... Let's bring this out more. More like that. Give it a little bit more structure. And then this is our COM array, whatever that means. Again, this is the concept, so we'll figure this out as we go. I mean, this kind of looks like the engine too, but it'll be something important. Maybe I'll make it spin like a turbine, facing one way. I don't know. That's part of the adventure, figuring this stuff out. So let me give it a little bit of shading. Let me shade this. Get it back. Just push it back some. Push that back some. All right, let's grab this here. This is actually going to end up having, you know what, let's do a good old-fashioned slot here. Right? And let's do a viewport here with a little hatch. Little hatch will swing open and closed. This one I have it on the inside, this one I have it on the outside. And this is basically just an armored box sitting on top of here. What do I have? What's going on here? Oh, I missed this. See? Made a mistake. This part of the shoulder goes up like this. So this shouldn't be defined at all. That was a sketch line that I didn't need. But I ended up turning it into an object. So basically this looks like this. So let me pull that through. More like that. There we go. That's correct. That's this over here. And then this, let me push that back. All right. I like it. Can always modify the weapons. And right now they're about machine gun sized compared to that guy. And I'm fine with that. You can end up putting like an ammo box on top maybe. And then it'll feed through. So it would have like an ammo box here. And then it would have Well, we'd need to feed 2 bullets. So maybe we'll put one on the bottom too. That's kind of funky. I like that. You know I like funky stuff. So we could put an ammo box down here. Put an ammo box up here. And then let's see. Let me clean this up a little so I can see what's going on. Clean that up. Clean that up. I don't mind this line here, so I'll pull it all the way across. All right. Better, 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 better. All right, so so much cleaning to do. All right, so now, oh, come on. Just need to end this. Need to end all my cleaning work. That's more like it. Okay. This isn't right. It should be more like this. It's going to be a box. It should look like a box. There. All right, good. Done. Done with that. Okay, so this gun array can look like this. It can actually be mirrored on the top and the bottom. Let me not encroach on my shoulder here. Okay. So this is the gun array here. Has 2 ammo boxes, and they can feed in here. From here, something like this. All right. That's the gun belt, or the ammo belt. And there'll be another one here. Or a belt feed or something like that. All right. I think that is that. I like it. Kind of iffy on the antennas, but I can always revisit that. So this would be the sketch for the next project. Again, I'll have to define some of this further, but refine it and define it, right? But that's the idea. So this is the one. All right, thanks for watching, and hopefully I finally get the hang of this Google Hangouts and I can broadcast some more. Talk to you later. Bye.